Well, welcome back to Hoefessional.
Hoefessionals.
Yes, Lisa Idas here.
Hey guys, Kitty's back.
I'm Jess, aka Jessie Baby, aka Jessie Goat.
Okay, so safe space, judgment free, uncensored, raw.
Girlfriends, girlfriend talk.
A little bit of drink.
Finished
So,
it.
yeah.
What's on the plate today?
So we're all women, but aside from that, we are sex workers, ex-sex worker.
Makeup artist.
You know, just dabbled a little bit in
I
the
never forgot
industry.
that shoot with you. I'm not gonna lie, it was so.
It was fun though, wasn't it?
Well, am I creating your content to an extent?
Yeah, you were. You was
Yeah,
creating my
lockdown.
content. But it was so nice because the reaction you got from being around me is the reaction I get every time I meet anyone, like fans, people I work with, other content creators. Is that they expected me to be like this stuck up, like self-centered, super like
Guys, just let me know, she's everything. but
Even
not
even
this.
me when I
She's
met
not
you,
this.
like the opposite.
I said to you, you're so humble. Like I didn't expect that, and this is the thing. Like I didn't really want to do this podcast, and then I watched your podcast. I was like, nah. She's
But honestly,
calm.
that's thanks to
Life.
how I was raised and life. I come like anyone that meets my parents loves my parents. Like they're amazing. And, you know, at first when people would find out that I was in the sex work industry, they're like, how did you end up there with the parents that you have? And it's just like, okay, yeah, my parents are, you know, come from a religious background, super Latin culture, you know, very much sexist and you know, the woman stays at home and is a housewife. But, you know, I was always rebelling to everything in life.
But exactly, I feel like when you either become one of them or you
Completely go
again.
the opposite way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And I think that's the route I went. I was like the black sheep of my family, always. But it still didn't change me as a person. Like I'm still very much the same girl
You
from
still complain about the
Argentina.
dishes when I come in around. I have to do the dishes.
No, of course. Yeah, 100%. I like to Netflix and chill. I'm depressed sometimes. Most of the time, I'm in fucking sweats and my man's boxes
Chilling,
and
no makeup.
no makeup on.
makeup on.
Like I'm cooking, cleaning, the same shit that everyone else does. And this is the thing: the stigma of sex workers can't lead a normal life, can't have normal relationships, can't. You know, it's just. It's crazy to me because it's just a job. At the end of the day, we're still very much normal.
100%.
100.
And I've been around the both of you, and I know obviously your main job is a makeup artist, but you have,
Yeah, I had
you know, dabbled a little bit in the industry, and you're still very much a normal woman, like going through the same things that every woman goes through.
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like, obviously, like, I have a lot of friends who are actually influencers, and I'm talking about, like, genuine, like, Instagram influencers. And I'm not gonna lie, apart from the content, what an OnlyFans go and an Instagram go creates, there is no difference. Like, the way how you guys creating content. So one of my friend who is quite good and quite famous model on Instagram, she does the content the same way as you do. For example, takes a whole day off to shoot 7 or 8 different type of outfits. And I don't know if I'm able to give you a bit of insight towards your content, but like sometimes
No, you
when I used to come around to do your makeup, so that we did two different looks a day just to make sure that, you know, the content will flowing. But you spent one day and the rest of the day you were just
Of
chilled.
course, just chill. Like this is the thing. You will see me on lingerie like 7 days a week on Instagram,
Ordering
but
them from
reality,
that was one
I'm
day.
either naked or I'm in boxes and pajamas. Like I really don't even.
Think about like
Yeah.
Because
your
more,
dildos.
'cause more time, like people was like, oh, they're doing content all the time, they're doing this and that. More time,
does-
I'm
how
not
does your day
feeling
go?
myself. I'm not feeling myself. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like a short period. Like it will maybe be 1 week in the month. I'll be feeling myself and I'll get all my content, and then the rest I'm chilling.
How does your like day go? Like how do you create content? Because obviously with Lisa, I kind of know myself. Like she takes a couple of days a week and she creates content, or maybe as she goes. But
I've
like,
not
how
got
do you-
the same work ethic as Lisa. I'm lazy. See, because
Fair
I'm
enough.
I'm
Yeah.
comfortable.
Own up to it, girl.
Yeah, no, but I should.
Do you think you're
I should.
consistent on OnlyFans?
No, I'm not consistent at all.
And do you think that it's
And it's
and
just
do you still make money there regardless? You're not
yeah, and
consistent?
that's why I'm so comfortable, because I make a decent amount that I can live with.
Okay, so it's a comfort.
But the thing is, see, if I really did put in the work ethic, I could be 3 times as bigger. Do you know what I'm saying? Than
Okay.
I am right now. But I'm just comfortable.
Where do you see
and
yourself
I'm
in 5
lazy.
years?
Like,
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm sorry to ask. Where do you guys see yourself in 5 years?
That's hard, because like I said to myself, like when I kind of fell into the sex work industry like a year and a half ago, whatever, I said to myself, like, I'm going to cut it at 25. Now I'm 25 in 2 months, right? And I made a decent amount of money, but I spunked all my money.
So,
I haven't saved it, so
okay.
now I'm like, okay, I give myself 1 more year. So it's now like
So
I
can
really want to make
can
that
I
money
say
now.
it's a bit of a greed because you need more money now because you spent all your money.
Well, I just don't want to think that I done it for nothing. I don't want to say I put myself
No,
out there for
100%.
nothing.
You
Do
don't want to
what?
have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, I've got nothing to show. I've put myself out there. I've jeopardized relationships. I've had friends turn their back on me, etc., etc.
That's terrible.
I'm like,
that's terrible.
I know, it is. And I'm like, I don't want to say I done it for nothing. Like,
Any lost friends that you lost?
Have you
were
lost
meant
any
to be
friends
lost? Yes,
because
I
of
have, and
OnlyFans?
you know what? I don't miss them. I'm good.
yeah, I've had like religious friends that have been like, and turned their back. Most of them have came groveling back because they realize, yeah,
That
it is a job.
your job
and she's
doesn't
a good
define you.
person.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
everybody have sex,
But
and
this-
everyone in this
But
world.
as
So
well, right? See, with the sex work industry, like, okay, so I'm turning 25 and I see girls coming in at 19, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm getting old. Do you know what I mean? And then I get scared in case it's like I get washed up and like nobody like...
Babe, there
Like,
is girls in the industry that are pushing damn near 40 and they're still in the industry.
Literally, my mom said
like-
that to me the other day. She's like, Katie, because
No.
Mona just started. She's 40 years old.
Sarah J is still out there, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
she-
you know.
You have to remember,
She's a
like, your
legend.
fan
Yeah.
base is there for you. It doesn't matter how old you get. Like,
Yeah.
those are your fan base. Like, they follow you. It's like they literally grow old with you.
100.
You know what I mean? It's just all about personal preference. Like, for me, it's like, I'm pretty much ready to retire, but I'm not going to retire.
Yeah, but you're
till-
big. You've killed it. That's
I'm
the
not
thing.
going to retire till I'm secure, though.
You've
Because I know that
killed
I
it.
want to
Why?
live a
Still,
certain...
you don't think you're secure after you made your first million?
Literally.
Like, I'm not, and this is not like I'm just.
If I'm
asking
saying if I made a million, I'll be
pound,
out.
like I made £1,000. Like that's not really
For
the
me,
goal,
it's
isn't it?
about I've lived a certain lifestyle, and I want to continue living that lifestyle. And not only do I want to live that lifestyle, I want to give that lifestyle to the people I love. So for me to do that, I have to continue doing what I'm doing. But while I'm doing it, the way I see it now is like, for me, OnlyFans is a place where I make my money, and all the money I make, I'm investing into different ideas and things that I'm doing, and hoping and trying to make those things make me money, because I'm trying to work smarter, not harder. I want money to make money for me so that I don't have to continue to use my body to make money. Because I'm ready to just
that's what I
chill.
wanted to
I'm ready
do.
to have a family
Yeah.
and chill. Like,
And that's
so,
how I feel as
Yeah,
well,
but
yeah.
babe, I'm 30. I just turned 30.
Yeah.
You're 25. You got
I'm gonna
5 years to
let's-
figure
let's
that out.
be honest, we had this conversation.
There is pressure though. Like I still feel
There's
I'm
it.
gonna tell you one thing.
definitely
When you
pressure.
become 30, 100%, I feel like something changes in you.
Perspective changes, especially
Everything
for women.
changes.
It's
Yeah.
like you start, especially for having kids. If you're 30 and you haven't had kids yet, that
Yeah,
pressure
I can
really
imagine.
comes on. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even explain to you. Like, the second I turned 30, all of a sudden I just felt all this
Really?
pressure
I
from
don't
different
feel
places.
that though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I do though. Like, from family, from just society. Like, oh, bitch, like,
I mean,
your
you're-
eggs
I mean,
need
your
to be.
family in London. So for me, obviously, my parents will be more forgiving because they know if I get pregnant tomorrow, that wouldn't be as easy for me because
No,
I don't have my
100%.
family around. And obviously, because my mom are quite like laid back, and so is my dad, really chilled.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And I had my stepmom, because obviously my parents are divorced, and my stepmom is very pushy. But the reason is because she never had kids and she couldn't have kids. So I feel like she's just excited to have a baby in a family. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't told my dad and my stepmom about OnlyFans because I feel like they're still a bit more conservative.
Yes.
But my mom is very, as I said, very chilled.
Yeah.
So none of them really pressuring me, I feel like, to have kids. And I don't know, but I understand. I feel like the pressure for us females to be.
It's like time starts ticking as soon as you turn 30.
But then what do you
Yeah, I
think as
guess.
well? Like obviously people say to us all the time, like what about when you have kids? Like how's this going to affect your kids? Like you done OnlyFans.
I think it will affect.
But
You can't deny that.
Well, do you know what I argue, right? Because I say like, okay, see in 20 years time, who's going to be watching my porn? Do you watch porn from 20 years ago?
I do.
I do.
Okay, well,
I mean, like-
I don't. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not that popular.
I have my favorites, and my favorites are from a
So
really
your
long
favorite
time.
porn
I love
star?
Justin Slayer. I love Wesley Pipes and
Do you look at more man or woman when you watch porn?
men.
I love to watch porn.
I like both.
And I'm not
I like
like
both, to be honest,
bisexual.
because obviously when I watch porn, I'm picturing myself with someone else. Like I want to be able to vision like it's me and this other
Okay,
person.
do you guys watch porn? Like I watch porn with my partner. Like I don't watch porn alone anymore. Me and my boyfriend, we take like nights off and we literally like watch porn
don't know,
together.
my
I
man's
watch
not-
it by
really,
myself. That's my
okay.
peaceful
my man's
time.
not really a porn person, but I am. But he's not really like that
Really?
into porn. I'm very into porn, but he's
I'm
not.
very into
Maybe,
porn.
isn't he just under the cover with this? Maybe you could bring him.
I don't know. He's not.
I would
really-
feel awkward watching porn with someone else because
Nah.
because you know what?
It's such a
I watch a
connection.
certain type of porn and it kind of like
Guys, other
kind of
day,
shameful in a sense, but I'm like,
guys, my
So
my
weird.
boyfriend is Nigerian heritage, and you good?
What happened?
What happened? You good?
Huh? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was I gonna say?
we were talking about porn.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
to say something about that. Other day, me and my boyfriend were watching porn, yeah. And obviously, as I said, Hungarian porn is quite big. And it's not like we're watching porn and just like act upon it. We just sometimes just it's curiosity, just see what's out there, yeah. And obviously, like we had to both realize that the juicy content is no more available on Pornhub anymore. Like all the juicy content, or for example, my boyfriend's preference, but I'm not gonna put out there what it is. It's not available on certain platform because sex workers had realized that porn no more make them money. Like they can get like literally.
Right, doing OnlyFans.
It's so
OnlyFans,
funny though, right?
yeah.
Because see, the porn that I watch is not the porn that I do. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of watch like the
What's
rough
your
stuff.
content?
It's not what I do.
Because I feel like
I think it's very vanilla, but people are like, "Oh, your content's lit." But like I personally think it's vanilla. Do you know what I'm saying? But see, after like
I've seen your content.
yeah,
I do feel like it's vanilla. I'm
It's-
not gonna lie to you.
it's
Like
very vanilla. So
yeah, it is
I
vanilla. Like I'm not. I love you.
I used to work with a guy, right? And he was into like gonzo porn. He was into rough. And we filmed maybe 3 times together. We have over 20 films together, right? And he's a nice guy and stuff, but it's like it could only go so far because he couldn't do the whole passionate stuff, which I like. I like the vanilla artsy stuff. He liked the rough stuff, and it's like I wasn't willing to go that far. Do you know what I'm saying? So I kind of
I've always been the girlfriend experience type of girl.
yeah,
anyway. Like
even though I like to watch that stuff, like the rough stuff, I'm like I can't physically.
But you know
take
what?
it.
Every time you watch the rough stuff or interesting stuff, you finish your business. Don't you look at yourself?
You
why
feel
did
shit.
you feel disgusted.
Yeah, after you feel horrible. You're like, oh my god, did I do that? Thing, right? I was saying to Lisa, I watched a podcast the other day, and it was with a girl that had been through filming like the kind of gonzo porn, right, the rough stuff, and the way when she talked about her experience, it kind of made me second think it, and I'm like, I don't really want to watch that anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like they're really not enjoying it. Do you know what I mean? They're not like they're just
No, but I feel like that was the reality of it.
yeah.
Like, most
That's
of the
the
time,
fucked
these
up
people don't
part, the
enjoy
dark
it.
side.
You're not enjoying it. Like I don't feel like whenever I did, because I did a few sex workers makeup even before you actually. I had a couple of friends who were like strippers in London, who were like escorts in London, and you know what? It's a job, and your job is to look good in the camera because man.
it's acting at the end of the day.
Yeah,
It's
men
still
are very
acting.
visual. Females are very like spiritual, I would say. Like you get turned on to a man who you connected to, like
Yeah.
on a spiritual level. But a man can get their dick hard on
Yeah.
a good looking girl.
But-
So
but,
I feel like it's a job for even like in the bedroom.
rough scenes they're hard going. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the content can look amazing after it, but see during it, like I've done like minor rough scenes, and see during it, I'm like, fuck man, like I can't be bothered with this. Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, like people don't really think about this. They think about
Yeah,
that.
they
because
watch it the same
and
way
they close
we
the
watch
computer and they
it.
move on with their life, you know?
Yeah.
So they kind of associate you with those feelings.
But I'm
right?
kind of the same way. Like if I'm watching a porn and it might be a fantasy, right? I'll watch it.
We know that fantasy.
Come.
We both have.
I will come and then I'll get over it.
Yeah.
Just go on about my day. And sometimes I do feel disgusted in myself. Like, did I really just watch this? And did I really just come off of it? Let me just go to sleep.
Yeah, don't go down to the rabbit hole
But
when you start to
You do,
search.
you feel so shameful after it. You're like, why did I like that? Because then in real life, I know I don't
But
like
I
that.
have certain tapes that I watch over and over again.
Yes,
Like I will
same.
literally
Yeah.
like search that same video with that same, like there was this cheerleader video I would watch, and it was like a whole football team that just took turns on her, and I don't know why, but I just loved watching it, and I would watch it over and over again. But then when I think about it in real life, would I really want that?
No,
Like a
of
whole
course
fucking
not.
football team, like that's how many players?
Yeah, but it's so weird because we do like I had this conversation with her earlier, right? We are both like, we have this fantasy at DP, right? And it's like, DP is so sexy, right?
It is.
But I would never be, I can't even do anal, let alone DP. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that would kill me. But like, I'm fascinated by watching it. When I'm really horny, it's the first thing I'm going to say.
Yeah,
This is
exactly. But
DP.
your mind is almost in a different mindset. But I feel like the also other thing I always felt like, and especially like with my current partner as well, that he used to watch. Really not used to watch, but like when he has a Reddit page, and then he's cool to, he's a loaf, really skinny girl with quite big tits, and I felt really insecure at one point. I was like I'm not looking like that. Like I'm literally, I'm a quite big girl, quite thick girl, and recently he actually showed me who is his favorite. And guys, not gonna believe it. It gave me the biggest confidence in the bedroom because this girl is an Eastern European, rounded face girl with a black hair, and she's quite thick. And the confidence what it gave me in the bedroom, and I was like, I never could imagine porn could give me such a power to feel better about myself because now I know that for real, I am the type of girl who is actually he's truly into. And I feel like a lot of girls get very insecure about OnlyFans girls as well. I feel like when you go out, for example, clubbing and you tell them, hey, my job is OnlyFans, they immediately get really defensive
But there's so
about it.
many things that we can relate on to each other. Like the only difference is obviously that what we do for a living and like how we put ourselves out there, but we can relate to each other in so many different.
Yeah, but you have to
things.
also understand that like the stigma what you guys get that, you know, let's be real, their boyfriends probably looking at your page and getting their dick hard. So you get what I'm coming from?
I got posted on World Star, right? And see when I got posted, I had this girl in my DMs and she really went in on me, right? And it's like, I don't usually reply. And I thought, nah, let me reply. And then it ended up being her boyfriend had been searching up girls and she just fully took it out on me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like,
Oh,
that's
if a girl
crazy.
would
But
message you,
girls do, like people are going to hate you when you're
if a
in
girl
this
would
industry.
message you that, listen, my boyfriend is like loving your content.
No,
and
but she never. I had
would
to,
you block? Would you ask the guy? Would you ask the girl who is your boyfriend and would you block him?
I have done that, right?
Oh, you did? That's good. That's like a girl. That's girl power.
Purely
Yeah,
because
that's it.
Purely because she asked me, do you know what I'm saying? And I said to her, she's like, oh, is this guy messaged you? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm not going to
But
lie.
okay, so let's talk about how we can relate to that. So for instance, I am in a relationship and when I see my man like a fucking girl's picture or see him following a girl, I fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
And
Huh,
I'm in the
about
sex
it.
work industry and we go through the same shit. I'm also jealous. I'm also insecure sometimes. And that's normal.
normal
When you love
girls.
someone and you're really into someone, you're territorial. That's your dick. You know what I'm saying? So you are going to act a certain way.
So you
That's it.
wouldn't be, would you do a threesome with your partner?
No.
Would you do a threesome with your partner?
Maybe if like, I don't know,
No.
20 years down the line, we needed to spice our sex life. then
Exactly.
maybe I would consider it.
Exactly.
But it would have to be on my terms and I'd have to be in control of it. Because
Have you guys done threesome before?
100%.
Have you
many
done
times.
My mom's going to be watching that. Right, I have. When I was 18, I did. Yeah, I done one.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
No,
then.
I'll keep it real. I done one, 2 guys and me, but like it wasn't.
Oh, nice.
I
That's like a
wouldn't
very
say-
interesting
I wouldn't even say
one.
it was a proper threesome, but I probably see now that I'm in the sex work and I'm very much more open. I would do one with another girl as long as I have no connections to that guy. But see me, like I fall quite easy and I kind of catch feelings. Do you know what I'm saying? So
That's honest. That's very
I
very
do.
good. Well
So,
done.
see if I
Very
have,
good.
see when I have sex on camera, that's chilled. I'm cool. Like, okay, cool. Bye. See you later.
Yeah.
As soon as it's off and I've got a little connection with that guy, I do catch feelings. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course you
And then it's
do.
like, no, I don't want to share you. And then this is what I was saying as well. Like, I get kind of scared in case, like, okay, so say I'm feeling this guy and then we decide to have a threesome with someone else and then he goes and messages her behind my back. I'm going to feel horrible.
And babe, that's happened to me. Like,
It's
I've
so
been in that
horrible.
situation. Like, I've done it because I know that the partner I was with at the time would really enjoy it, and like he was younger and like he was like just, you know, just wanted that. So I actually bought girls I trusted for us to have threesomes
It's so
with.
hard to find someone with a threesome, you
No,
know?
and babe,
It's
what
actually not even
happened? What
easy.
happened the second I wasn't looking or wasn't like, he tried to message my girls behind my back, and guess what? My
That's
girls
dumb.
told me, and that just literally gave me what is it?
PTSD.
PTSD for the rest of my
PTSD.
life to not want to do threesomes with. You know, because as long as I'm in control and there's boundaries, I don't mind. But like that whole situation just fucked it up for me in the future. Like, I don't want to give no man no threesome no more because they don't respect the thing. Like, they don't respect
Literally.
boundaries.
Yeah.
But see, do you know what I think? Like, okay, I've been watching that Sex Life program and I'm like, oh, swinger parties, like that's sexy. Like,
I would love, I like,
yeah, and then I'm
I
like,
would
maybe when
love
I'm
to
in a
go to one, but I
relationship,
just to observe, not
maybe when
necessarily
I'm
to be
in a
joined to the-
relationship, like I do want to broaden my horizons, but that's further down the line. But if I'm just getting with someone, I'm just catching feelings with someone. No, I don't. I'm not on the threesome
But babe,
thing
let's
straight
keep
away.
it real. Like most men, okay, if they really like a female, they're into a female, they don't want to share her either. That's bullshit. Because like I
Yeah.
even said to my man, don't ask me for no threesome if you're not willing to share me either. Because if I asked you like, hey, listen, my man you had round the other day, he was, let's bring him in.
Let
Like,
me-
he wouldn't
But
be
guys
with
are very
it.
hypocritical like that. They'll be like, oh, but wait, I can just fuck a bitch and it doesn't matter.
And also, most guys
know what I'm
don't
saying?
see two guys and a girl as a threesome, but it's still a threesome.
end of the day is the same.
Because the only reason why they don't see it as a threesome is because they wouldn't be getting involved with the guy. Whereas when it's a threesome with another girl, you're all kind of like getting
But
on.
you know what,
you know?
right? I know this one couple and they're like in a polygamous relationship, and I tell you, they're fucking
Listen, let's not
solid.
get into
Like,
this whole
they're-
polyamory because my boyfriend is polyamorous.
They're so in love with each other, but they let other people in. Oh, sorry. But they let other people in, do you know what I'm saying? And they're just solid. But like, I mean, it takes a certain type of
Listen,
person.
my boyfriend is polyamorous.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem with this whole polyamorous thing, people viewing it really in one way. It's the same how they view OnlyFans girls or view a bunch of sexuality. Polyamory has a lot of layers to it. Like my partner is not having sex with any other female. My partner is not having any sort of sexual or any physical connection with anyone but me. So I'm the top of the chain. You know what I mean?
You're the,
But, yeah.
you're the bottom
You're
bitch.
the MVP.
I'm the queen bee. And he wanna search for connections. You know what I mean? Because I do believe that you can be connected to people outside of your relationship. You know, it's also come down to respect. I'm not saying I 100% agree with this, but I would rather him to tell me that he's talking to girls on a friendly level.
I feel
than-
like with
But
poly,
would you
it has
really
to
be
be.
okay with it? Really deep down?
I had to come to terms with it. And also I had to view my boyfriend as he is, not making up an idea about him, because I know my boyfriend is a very, very, very...
I feel like it has to be very transparent.
Yeah,
Communication has to
100%.
be
In-
on
like in every
point.
relationship.
But listen,
Yeah.
I'm all about principles. So see if he wants to be polygamous and go and speak to this person, then that's chill. I'm going to do the same. Even though I don't even want it. If I like someone, I don't want to
get
fuck
where
with
you're
other
coming
people.
from. Like,
But yeah, I
it did
would-
came to my head that maybe I should
Yeah.
actually chat to other guys. But
100, I would
the
be like
problem
on
with that, the girls are not necessarily going to, take it that way. But maybe guys, guys are a bit different. Like if I'm gonna start to chat to a guy, the guy immediately gonna think that I want to have sex with him. You know what I mean? But like a girl, not necessarily. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, back to this whole phrase.
I don't know if you're being naive. I don't know, man.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
trust.
I don't know, baby,
Like,
but
why is
I
it-
think
I
you're
get-
putting
yeah.
too much trust on the
Yeah,
females,
way
darling.
too much trust. Nah,
I mean, like
I'm not on
female,
it. I'm not
yeah,
on
I
it.
maybe, but the thing is, it's not about. I don't put trust on the females. I put
No,
trust.
but
on
you
my
put trust
man.
on your partner, and that's the right
Exactly.
person that you're supposed to put
Like I feel
trust
like
on.
if I
Yeah.
don't put trust in him, and end of the day, he did tell me like once we're gonna have kids together and stuff, he definitely is going to
No,
focus.
100%.
And he's already focused on me. I'm not gonna lie, he's not doing anything regardless. Like,
No, and I think your
and
partner's all about
every
you.
guy, let's be real, every every guy talks to girls. And you know what? I love the transparency. Every single guy, I'm sure your boyfriend talks to other
Yes,
girls.
he does.
But maybe he just doesn't tell you that. I'm sure your ex-man
Oh, trust me,
talks
I
to
will
other girls.
investigate and find out.
Oh my
okay?
God,
I'm an
investigation.
FBI agent.
But yeah, guys, I don't know. Like, I think the
Low-key.
threesome is definitely like, it has to be under control. I think it has to be under the females, you know.
It does. It wouldn't
100.
work otherwise. Listen, sex can just be sex, to be honest. I've
Yep.
done it and I know that it can just be sex. It doesn't have to be. And I know that not everyone can do that, but I've learned to separate emotional from just physical. Not everyone can do that.
And it
but
takes
sex,
time.
Yes,
It
it does. But
takes
sex
time.
can just be sex.
It does take time. Like I've just learned a year and a half, and I've just.
But
learned how
I
to
feel
divide
like
it.
definitely the whole threesome thing with someone that you really care about, it's a difficult thing, and there has to be boundaries and there has to be respect. And if those things aren't followed, it'll just fuck up the whole thing.
I don't know. Like when I really deep it, I'm like, okay, say I like this guy. I'm like, can I watch him fuck someone else in front
I don't
of me?
know. I feel like it's exactly the same for me. Like when
It would break
you,
my
when you
heart.
watch porn, yeah, and you just in a completely different state of mind. Like if it's about a threesome, I can just literally separate it from myself. Like I can just literally like, you know what? I would rather my boyfriend do it in front of me with a girl who I've chosen than him going behind my back and do some involve me. Like 100%. Like
I would rather just pay an escort to come along. And
I was thinking about it. I'm not gonna lie,
if I was
but
gonna have a
That's a big
threesome.
thing I've seen on like porn websites as well. Like wife buys, yeah. Go out.
Oh, for me, the biggest thing. So when I did a threesome with someone that I cared about, the biggest thing to me was like, okay, you're gonna finish with me. You're not allowed to finish with her. That was like my whole thing.
100%.
Like, give it to me. You're not giving it to her. Like, that was my whole thing. I don't know why, but that was my whole
Because
thing.
you have a fetish of that.
Yeah, so it had to be on me. And I remember one of the times he didn't, and I was so
How
angry.
many times have you done it?
Oh, I would cry.
A lot of times.
Oh,
But this particular person, we did it a lot, basically all the time. It was, you know.
So would you consider yourself a groupie or like a swinger in this sense? Is it when you have frequent threesomes, are you a groupie or are you like a swinger? Like I don't know.
Okay, I don't think groupie falls into that, because groupie kind of falls into the like, you just following rappers around.
Yeah.
Or
I would say,
like,
I would
don't
say
know.
so.
Like, I'm like a bit
anyone that's up. No, I mean,
It's not orgy, by the way. A groupie orgy is the same thing.
I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't
I don't know.
think I would
I don't
be
know
more
how
open
you
to
could label
swingers
it.
than a threesome.
Maybe swingers.
I think I would be more
But
open to
it
that.
was just like, a lot of the times I really wasn't into it. I was just doing it for him.
For her, to please him.
100% for him. And where I kind of like girls, I wouldn't get in a relationship with a girl, but I definitely like to experience sexually with women. I didn't mind. But I didn't
And you do
mind.
it for work quite often as well. You have
Exactly.
sex with girls,
But
yeah.
I didn't mind as long as I was in control. The second I found out I wasn't in control, that's when it just messed up the whole thing. Like it got to the point where I completely cut him off. He's still looking for
So
me
don't
to
you
this
need-
day.
But Lisa, see the man you're with now, you wouldn't share him, would you?
Oh, hell no.
See?
Listen, this is the thing. 'Cause
I
I've
know you
learned
would.
from that situation. It's just like
Yeah.
sharing. If it's not on my terms and I'm not in control, like it's just, I don't even want to even put myself in that situation. And then for it to get ruined, like I have a good thing going. I don't want to mess it up. It's like, I don't really have need for anyone else. And I don't really
Yeah.
think he should have a need for anyone else.
But then that's the argument as well. Like guys and women are so different.
We are so different.
Whereas women, like guys don't want to see a woman fuck with another guy because it's like, okay, that's emotional. But when it's a guy, like I really do believe guys can just fuck a girl and be like,
No,
it was-
100%.
and forget
Yeah,
about
100%.
her.
But no, but girls can do it now
But
as well.
still,
No,
man.
girls can do it now, but this is the thing.
It's so hard.
You see the
It's so
point that
hard.
you just made? Okay, so sex can just be sex. So why the hell are you still trying to contact the girl that you just had a threesome with, that I was okay with, that I orchestrated, but you're still trying to holler at her behind my back? Like, why can't you just leave it there?
I don't think the guy should
That's
have
a
any
fear.
contact with the girl,
No,
regardless.
and this was
I
someone that
don't
was
think they
super close to me. Like, this is
Yeah,
one of my
and that's
best
a
friends.
fear,
It's like she
that's-
was obviously going to tell me. So why couldn't you just leave it
The
there?
guy was dumb. I'm going to tell you.
Oh no,
the guy
he's a
was really dumb.
retard. Okay,
I'm so dead.
I'm not even gonna say nothing else. He just fucked it up for himself because
Yeah.
he had a good thing going.
Like my boyfriend said that to me. He's like,
I bet he's
if he
kicking himself now.
If he decided
bet.
to do it, he was like, he doesn't necessarily even want to be involved. He would just rather to watch it as well. So
Yeah.
this is respect for me.
But
You
then
know what I mean? Like I love that.
I
lot of
have
the time-
a friend, right? And he don't even touch another female, but he likes to watch his girl get off.
Yes.
Yeah, but
And they're such a
100%.
solid couple, and they seem so happy. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think threesomes with two women and a man is most of the time more about seeing the two women pleasuring each other. That's really what gets the man off. And that's really what, to me, a threesome is about. Obviously, like, you will
But
let
it's
the
a hard
man...
work, don't you
No,
think?
and this is the thing. I remember when I had that threesome and I brought my really close friend in, I was like, you know, I was whispering in his ear while he's with her, like, and I'm like, yeah, I really want you to enjoy this. Like, I'm doing this for you. Like, but in that situation, he really made sure, like, I was in control. He let me lead the whole thing. And it was beautiful. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was probably the best threesome I had in my life.
almost
and
the
he
girl
put the
was a
effort in
tool.
to make sure, like, listen,
Yes,
you're my
he
main.
made this whole
Yes,
situation.
and she also let me be in control. They both let me be in control. And that was the most beautiful threesome I ever had. But after that, he just fucked it up.
Yeah.
Greedy.
Man be like, he could have had such an amazing life.
No, he
with
could
you.
have. He could have. He could have kept it going.
That's what I said. And he's kicking himself now, so it's fine.
Probably he's like
That-
right now, like if
You know what I'm
he's listening to
saying?
this.
But yeah, guys, like,
I feel like we really dig deep into this subject. I feel like
no, we have. I feel like we've kind of just branched onto different subjects, but just in the sense of like, I feel like, yes, we do what we do, but at the end of the day, we all go through the same shit, the same problems, the same issues in our relationships, the same insecurities, jealousy,
Yeah.
exactly the same
Yeah.
insecurities as every other woman. So we can connect in that
And
way. We can relate
insecurity in
to each other in that way.
ourselves,
Exactly.
everything. Yeah, we're just normal
100%.
100.
and yeah, I feel like it's important not to mix work with relationship either.
No, 100%. It's hard.
It's
very
very
hard,
hard.
I mean, for me, it's easy. I'm a makeup artist. My boyfriend doesn't go to my brushes, so
But
he doesn't really care about that.
it's
but-
hard for guys to date sex workers. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, 100%.
it is 100%.
And also, I feel like girls.
I won't knock someone that says they don't want to date a sex
It's
worker.
not just about guys. I feel like
understand
it's from girls as well. It's like I feel like they wouldn't be super friendly towards OnlyFans.
Well,
girls either.
guys, we want to hear your opinions about what we just spoke about.
Sorry,
We want to hear it in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you
Would
think
you like
about
a man
threesomes,
having a
about
threesome?
having a threesome with your partner, a loving partner, a relationship. And yeah, just let us know
And
what
we
you
need
think.
more questions.
Yeah, let us know what you think about can you be in a relationship with a sex worker?
Could you be?
Are they normal? Do you think they're normal? Like, just let us know in the comments. And yeah, we...
Subscribe.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Right, yes, like,
and
comment,
share.
all that,
All of
period.
those. Yeah.
And I look forward to the next episode.
Same here, guys.
Yes, Hoefessional, baby.
Professional. To the moon and back. Bye.